So, Ed, we have here a cloud. Okay, this is the thug matrix, the thug world order. And because the thugs are essentially mental beings, that is, they don't actually have bodies, they don't actually connect to the earth themselves, but through our bodies, this thug matrix, Ed, can only be supported by mental energy. And for that, what they have to do, Ed, is they have to take our sexual energy that is in the core of our bodies and convert it up to mental energy to our brain, and then have us direct that mental energy at whatever the hell they want to use to get our attention. So this is why that constant hogging of our attention, and all the clickbait articles and all of that, Ed, is just to get our attention, our mental attention. Now that's just the top end of how they fuel the matrix. It's not going to work, Ed, with the person's normal lifestyle, because this is an example of a normal energy cycle. Sexual energy converts into all forms of energy for the person's holistic life and health and everything. And they don't want us to have that, Ed, because they want this energy to go up to the brain. This is what they want all the time. And these are the ways they do it, Ed. They teach us to constantly use our brain. This is where education comes in, because instead of playing, enjoying our childhood, we're sitting in classes and reading things and just using our brain. We're constantly transferring energy up there. The other one is stress and trauma without action. I'll tell you why. In a natural stress and trauma situation, Ed, we would send energy to the brain, and the brain would use that energy to come up with a solution, and then we would act on the solution. So the energy would actually go up there and convert back into action. And so that would be a natural stress scenario. But what they teach us, Ed, to do is have stress and trauma without the chance of solution. And how they do it is, we don't know why we are stressed or traumatized. Because if we don't know what the problem is, how will we find a solution? And this is why, Ed, they will distract, they will create stress and trauma without us knowing what it is that's troubling us, and distract our mind away from that into some other, something else, whatever, and that way feed the matrix. And the other way, Ed, that we move energy up to the brain is with orgasm. Now, there are two kinds of natural orgasms, Ed. The first is with interaction. In interaction orgasm, we send energy to each other on a holistic level. Emotional energy is flowing, sexual energy is converting into all these different kinds of energies, and when there's a natural orgasm, it naturally spreads out like that. The other sort of natural orgasm is when the person is alone, not in physical interaction, but at the same time is emotionally, spiritually, and otherwise connected. Even then, Ed, the orgasm is a holistic one and includes the other person wherever they are. But then there is the unnatural orgasm that doesn't have the heart directing the flow of energy. The heart is actually not in the picture. All those kundalini exercises, Ed, they actually um, do a pseudo heart bypass. They don't actually go through the heart, because when you channel energy actually correctly to the heart, then it goes to the person whom you love. And orgasm is not something meant for a lonely one person. That is a concept that doesn't exist in the universe. So the heart always redirects, whether a person visible or a person invisible or whatever, the subject of love, the heart always redirects energy there. So this is a pseudo this is a forced orgasm, Ed. This is a forced orgasm, and it takes energy up to the brain. And then what happens is, because of the need of the thug matrix, it automatically goes up into the thug matrix. Because when you're in the thug matrix, it's always asking for your attention constantly. So in that constant, you'll give your energy to whatever. And this is why, Ed, this is the basis of rape rituals and everything, because when energy is forced up to the head, whoever the person is looking at or thinking of, whatever, the energy goes there. Now that is not possible in the case of a real human who who understands and who's aware of the process. If they are raped, then the energy does not work that way, but that's another story. But the average person who doesn't know what's happening to them when they have energy forced up to the brain through an orgasm, they do not realize that it's being sucked up. They don't know that. So it just, they get drained, massively drained. And this is how, instead of living a normal, happy, healthy life for a long time, we end up just losing our energy. And that's how the human lifetime has gotten reduced so bad, full of illnesses and unhappiness, instead of just being happy. So, and this is why, Ed, this is why a natural sexual energy cycle is the absolute enemy of the thug matrix, because they want your energy going to the brain and then directed to whichever demon face or issue or dramas in the media or wherever. That's what they want. That's what they need.